It's Savara from Scrappy Mania, and today I'm going to show you, it's a quick tutorial. I'm going to show you how I create these little military figurines. And I love, it's still kind of a little wet, but how to create these beautiful little military figurines. And I got the SVG cut, or the SVG file, from this company called, or this website called SVG Cuts. And they have a lot of nice SVG files. They have 3D flowers. They have three boxes. They really do a great job in creating the different cuts. So I really like them. And I bought both, and then they're pretty reasonable, $6.99. That's not bad for the amount of cuts and layers that this company gives you. And it has, I bought the part 1 and part 2, so I created the Air Force little doll using these two, so a little bit of each of the files. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. So the one that we're gonna do, we're gonna do the nurse, and we're gonna do the fatigue one. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you all the pieces. I already cut it, so actually before we go, I have Sure Cuts A Lot. Let me see if I find that right here. So I have Sure Cuts A Lot, so I went ahead and cut, this is the fatigue, and my second one, this is the nurse. Okay, so let me put my computer away, and let's go ahead, let me adjust, make sure you can see what I'm doing. And here it is. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I usually do is I like to give it a little definition on the side. So I like to take some antique linen and kind of distress a little bit the edges, just to give it a little bit of more interest. So I'm going to speed up the video and just ink the edges. Now for that little doll, it's missing a finger. Somehow it got torn apart when I took it off the mat. So later on I have another video that I'm going to upload with the layout itself using these dolls, and you'll see how I kind of fix that. So that's going to be my nurse. Now I'm just still layering and inking the edges of all my pieces. And then I'm showing you here that this company, the SVG Cuts company, really gives good detailed instructions. And they always send you a PDF file, so that way you know how to layer the stuff. Plus they have video tutorials on how to use their files. It's a lot better than Cricut, which sometimes you buy the cartridge and you don't know how to put them together. Okay, so I'm putting all the pockets on my little shirt and on my pants, and a two-way glue gun, that two-way pen works great for that. And also I have a little pickup stick that I use for little tiny pieces. Now the only thing that didn't come with name tags, so I went ahead and created 2 little strips as my full name tag. One says US Air Force, it's going to be on the right hand pocket, and the other one, on the left hand pocket, and then the other one is going to be my last name, is going to be on the right. So now I'm going to put more pockets on my pants, and then you have to kind of plan how you're going to put the layers. You know, the boots go underneath the pants, so those go first. Then you glue your pants, because that's the next layer, and then the shirt is going to be on top of the pants, so that's your last layer. So kind of have to plan it out how you're going to put these layers on. Now I'm going to do the hat, and then I'm going to put a bar, a first lieutenant bar on the hat, and for that I'm going to use some paint, dimensional paint. But then later on my layout itself, I found some gold metallic paper, and I created a little bar with that. So I'm going to set that aside. So now I'm ready to do the nurse. Now one thing with the nurse because it's white cardstock, her dress is white, the two-way pen picks up lint from the color cardstock. So like that black hair, it picked up that black hair. So when I went to glue down my pantyhose or the pants, it transfers some of that black in the background, which you don't see it too much in the layout, but I think the best thing to do is to clean your nib before you use it on white cardstock, especially if you rub the nib against dark cardstock like I did. Now I'm going to start layering my nurse. So I put the pantyhose first, then the shoes, then I put the dress or the uniform, and now I'm going to put the little cap on. So, and this is a World War II nurse. It's not a true modern nurse, what they use nowadays, which is just usually is just a white uniform or scrubs. But I just decided to use the World War II nurse. And then I'm trying to clean out the little lint that it got on the white hose, but that's okay. So there's my nurse, and there's my little soldier. So now I'm going to use these stamp by Peachy Keen stamp, and that's the sorted face, and I'm using the 1 inch. It works perfect for these dolls, and I really, really like those stamps. I think I'm going to buy some more because it's very good for when you're making these kind of dolls. Okay, so now I'm cleaning my stamp, and now I need to put some cheeks on it. So I'm using some pastels, but I clean off the brush a little bit before I place it on the cheeks. So that way you don't want real red cheeks, you want rosy cheeks. And now I'm just putting some glossy accents on their eyes, on their shoes. So these are my dolls. And thank you for watching. See you until next time. Bye.